What if the companies behind the AI boom are not actually the chip designers we always hear about, but the ones that are actually building the technology behind it? And if that were true, could this company really 5x by 2030, as some of us think or hope? Or is the latest slump a sign of something else? Well, today I'm covering Supermicro Computer. This is the tech company that's powering some of the most advanced AI systems in the world. In fact, I say it's one of the most important players behind the AI surge because it builds the physical systems that enable advanced computing. Now, if you're new to the channel, hey, what's up? My name is Rick Orford. I've been trading since 1999, and no, I'm not a financial advisor. That's a good thing. I break down the numbers so retail investors like us can make smarter, more confident decisions with our money. I want to thank The Motley Fool for sponsoring this video. The Motley Fool is a company that provides investing insight and stock recommendations for investors of all skill sets and risk levels. And you all know how much I love researching new stocks and trying to find the next best investment. So I'm proud to partner with The Motley Fool to bring you 10 stock picks from their popular product, Stock Advisor. Stock Advisor has beaten the market by almost 6 times. Go to fool.com/RickO to get your 10 stock picks right now. Now, I'm sure you heard of companies like NVIDIA and AMD that design AI chips, but Supermicro builds the high-performance hardware that can actually run heavy AI workloads in the real world. These are full AI systems that are ready for deployment, basically AI factories that run in a single plug-and-run box. Supermicro's core business is its data center building block solutions. These are modular components that all work together right out of the box. Think of it like building a data center using pre-approved pieces instead of trying to piece everything together yourself. It's faster, cleaner, and much less complicated. They also build complete superclusters around NVIDIA's Blackwell chips using advanced liquid cooling. And one standout product is their GB200 NVL71 rack solution, which pairs an NVIDIA Grace CPU with a Blackwell GPU in a dense 48-unit liquid-cooled frame. And this setup is designed specifically for AI clusters that need serious performance and efficiency. And what really sets Supermicro apart is how customers can rely on one provider for almost everything: racks, networking, cooling, and even on-site support. It's all handled. And that means companies can launch AI data centers faster and keep them stable as demand grows. But even with demand, directors are selling their shares. Can you believe it? Those are telling moves, but I'll cover it in a little bit. For now, let's step back and see whether the financials might explain why. On September 30th, Supermicro released its first quarter fiscal 2026 results and reported about $5 billion in revenue. That's a 15% drop from the $5.9 billion that they brought in a year earlier. Gross profit came in at around $467 million at around a 9% margin. And last year, they earned about $776 million with a margin of about 13%. And that shrinking margin, well, it matters because when it gets tight, or when it gets tighter, profitability gets harder. But there is one number that keeps optimism alive. Management expects second quarter net sales to come in between $10 and $11 billion. That means revenue could roughly double. But what about the future? What could make the stock go up from here? And what could set it back? Well, these questions come up a lot in my Discord, so let's cover it. Supermicro recently teamed up with NVIDIA to release new AI factory cluster solutions. If companies want to run advanced AI models that go way beyond something like ChatGPT, they can do it in their own data centers. Supermicro delivers everything you need to make that all possible, fully compatible with NVIDIA's latest Blackwell GPUs and built following NVIDIA's official blueprints. And these systems, well, get this, they arrive pre-cabled, optimized for space and power, and all managed through SuperCloud Composer. So IT teams can just plug them into existing data centers quickly. So instead of selling just a bunch of parts, Supermicro sells complete setups. And that makes the entire buying process easier, and it speeds up deployment. Now, outside of NVIDIA, Supermicro stands out for advanced liquid cooling, fast deployment, and modular designs, all of which reduce integration work. And all of that helps them stand out in the AI hardware market that's getting more crowded each and every day. They also created a dedicated U.S. federal entity that enables them to serve government agencies that require secure, domestically controlled infrastructure. And all of this lines up with strict federal rules and opens the door to longer-term contracts. That means Supermicro is now allowed to become the trusted hardware builder for major government projects, which could create steady, recurring business. Now, understanding what pushes the stock higher is great, but smart investors also look at things that could slow things down. Recent insider sales totaled more than $3.5 million. And when directors or senior officers sell their shares, investors notice. I mean, it doesn't always mean trouble, but it can raise questions about how these folks view the company's outlook, at least in the near term. And another concern is margins. Supermicro reported its lowest gross margin to date at around 9%. Moving a significant volume but earning less profit per dollar can become a real issue if this continues. It means the company has to run harder just to keep earnings on track. Then there's the political environment. I mean, talks of new tariffs and tax challenges have made 2025 volatile for the tech industry. I mean, the sector has been down, and Supermicro shares have slipped as well. I mean, even a well-run business like Supermicro can feel like it's fighting against the current when the market shifts. Of course, low expectations and volatility can create setup for a comeback. If Supermicro can improve its margin, I think today's worries could become tomorrow's upside if you're patient. Now, let's have a look at the stock because that's probably why you're here, right? Supermicro currently trades around $35 with a market cap near $21 billion. It's priced at 27 times its earnings, means investors are paying $27 for every $1 of earnings, and that reflects expectations of future growth. The stock has a 60-month beta of 1.52, so it means that it moves about 50% more than the S&P 500. Year to date, it's up about 14%, and over the last 52 weeks, though, the stock is down 16%. But if we zoom out, a 5-year investment would have returned more than 10 times your money at over 1,051%. So while the stock has been choppy this year, long-term performance has been very, very strong. By the way, I do deep dives like this all the time, so definitely be sure to watch out for them in the future. Now, with all that out of the way, is Supermicro stock a good investment today? Well, let's have a look. Consider that a consensus among 19 analysts rate the stock a hold with a high target price of $64. So that suggests 83% potential upside from here. The average score is 3.32 and hasn't changed much in the last months. So can the stock actually 5x by 2030? Well, consider this. Long-term industry growth, it matters. Global AI spending and data center expansion are expected to continue rising through the decade. And that means the total market for advanced computing could be much larger by 2030. So if Supermicro keeps winning turnkey deployments, grows federal contracts, and captures more value from complete AI systems, its revenue could rise along with the expanding market. So yes, it's entirely possible. But before I go, I do have one last question for you. Do you think Supermicro is a long-term winner, or is the AI hype about to fade out, or at least maybe slowly fade out? Let me know in the comments below. And while you're there, if you found the video helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe because it helps others find the video, it supports the channel, and it keeps you in the loop for my next deep dive. Well, that's it for me today. I want to thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.